Here is to solve for x in each of the following triangles. So first one here that we're working on is a right triangle, meaning I can use SOHCAHTOA to help me with this. The angle on the sides that I'm given here looks like I'm given this angle. I have the opposite side. I'm looking for the adjacent side. So in this one, I'm going to use tangent. It says tangent of an angle, 24 degrees, is equal to the opposite side over the adjacent. So now I'm going to solve for x by multiplying both sides by x and then dividing both sides by tangent of 24. And make sure your calculator is in degrees because we're given degrees here. And when you plug that into a calculator, you should get something around 80.86. Second one here does not give us this right angle, so I'm not sure if it's a right angle or not. I could do some quick math to see that it's not. It's about 87 degrees because all the angles add to 180, but not important. In this case here, I can use the law of sines to help me in this. And the way I'm going to do that is the side length of 10 over sine of its opposite angle is equal to the side length of x over the sine of its opposite angle, which is 70. Then I want to get x by itself, so I multiply sine of 70 on both sides. And I plug all of this junk here into a calculator. 10 times sine of 70 divided by sine of 23. And I get my x value here of about 24.05. And the last one here, I'm going to go ahead and use the law of cosines to help me because I'm given the three sides and I'm looking for an angle here. And the key part about the law of cosines is that I understand C is the length across from the angle that we're using, right? So we use sides A and B and then the angle C and the side C. So when I'm plugging it into the equation here, I have to make sure to use x and 3 as my c values, if you will. So when I do that, I should get 3 squared equals 10 squared plus 11 squared minus 2 times 10 times 11 times cosine of my angle. I'm running out of room. Cosine of my angle, which is x. And so this one, as I do a little bit of math here, 3 squared is 9. 10 squared is 100 plus 11 squared, which is 121, is 221. 2 times 10 times 11 is 220. Cosine of x. I'm going to subtract 221 from both sides to get negative 212. And now this is the step that people make the biggest mistake on, is they try to combine 221 minus 220, where we have to subtract 221 first, and then I'm going to go ahead and divide by negative 220 to get cosine by itself. When I do that, normally what we should really probably be doing is leaving this as a fraction because we don't want to round our work. We just want to round our answer. If you did, let's say that I rounded it to about 0.964, just remember that this value here always has to be less than 1, because when we're doing the inverse of cosine, which is my next step here, cosine, inverse cosine, remember on the unit circle, right, all of the numbers, all the cosine values are between -1 and +1. So that means the inside of an inverse cosine has to be between those values as well. Once I plug this in, again, I'm getting my rounded answer from my rounded work, so it's going to be a little bit off here, but about 15.5 degrees.